It's Dr. Jeff Davis, Director of New Way Community Development, coming to you today with this thought: living and overcoming Christian life. Now, when I first got saved, I had this misconception about Christianity. I thought that God was going to make everything better automatically. I found the Lord at the age of 14. I remember the experience of accepting Him into my heart. I had listened to what the preacher said about what a life in Christ was like, and I had an expectation. And every day I got up expecting things to change and things to be better and things to be different. And it's not that my life was bad as a kid, it wasn't bad, but there were things I wanted. And, of course, I had dreams and aspirations. And what I found is, as I lived each day and I got older, things didn't get better per se. My circumstances didn't really change much. A lot of the struggles that I had, I continued to have. And so I was wondering, wait a minute. I thought that being with God, being in this Christian walk and living by faith and not by sight was going to make a big difference in my life. And I found that in that respect, it didn't. But here's what I found: that God began to deal with my heart. He began to deal with the inner things, the things that I didn't see all the time and that I didn't pay attention to all the time. And slowly he began to change my expectation and change the way I saw things. And I began to realize, number one, that this world is a temporary situation, that eternity is a lifetime. And so even though things are temporary, we need to not look at them from the eternal perspective, meaning we don't need to believe that problems are going to last forever, because they won't. There's going to come a day when all this stuff's going to be over, it'll be done, and things will be different. And we need to focus on that and move in that direction. Second thing I learned is that God is with me. When I was on top of the mountain doing well, God was there. When I've been in the valley doing bad, God was there. That He promised to be there irregardless of my circumstances. And that for me became the comfort. If you truly want to live an overcoming life as a Christian, realize that you are not your own. You belong to the Lord. Realize that you are never alone because you're with the Lord. Realize that God is with you, and He that is with us is greater than anyone else that could be against us. And that God has a plan for your life that's good and not evil, intended to bring you to an expected end. God's going to do something great for you. Just stay in there and hang on and hold on until you see it manifest itself. If you want more resources from us, visit our website, www.nwcom.org. Again, that's www.nwcom.org. Have yourself the greatest of days.